Hey you guys, it's Victoria, and today I'm gonna try to make this video as quickly as I can because I know that I've made some pretty long videos in the past. So I'm gonna be talking about several different things, and the first thing I want to talk about is this book that I'm in love with. It's called The Grape Cure by Johanna Brandt, and I heard about this through the Raw Warrior, I believe is his name, and he's from Alabama. His family owns a health food store, and he made this video a couple weeks ago talking about books that he liked. So when he mentioned this one, I immediately went on Amazon and ordered it. It was just used, it was a couple bucks. But the information in this is priceless. So what's really cool about this is that this lady, Johanna, wrote this in the 20s. And it got me thinking about how Arnold Ehret wrote the mucusless diet healing system in the 20s as well. And sometimes we think of the people that are talking about raw foods, like let's say on YouTube, and we think that they're the creators of this. You know, they've been eating raw like Dan McDonald for 13 years, so we think that they're the creators of this, but no. Johanna Brandt and Arnold Ehret are two examples of pioneers of raw foods and detoxification of the 20th century. But, you know, people have been using natural modalities to healing and eating plant foods for centuries, right? You know, since pretty much the dawn of time. Because plant foods are what is physiologically designed for our bodies to ingest. So therefore, whenever we're not eating enough plant foods, we get sick, tired, overweight, skin problems, etc. But whenever we do start eating plant foods, we get better. You know, it's not magic, it's not anything mystical like that. You know, it's just whenever you put into your body the appropriate things, and whenever you take out the negative thoughts, you know, other bad habits in life, you know, like being negative, not living in the present moment, etc. When you take all of the bad things out and put the good in, you get results. And that's exactly what Johanna did. You know, she was sick, she had ulcers, she had all types of problems, and she stumbled upon fasting, and she stumbled upon grapes. And, you know, the power of grapes is really unprecedented, and eating grapes for a couple weeks straight and nothing else, that will heal you. Because I heard Dan McDonald say one time that grapes are like lymph busters. They go into the body and they help the lymphatic system, you know, break up and loosen. So all the toxins can be released from the body, and grapes are just magical. So I really wanted to talk about that and recommend it. I really, really recommend that you guys read that book because it's really, really informational. And also, okay, next topic, I really want to talk about something that has just sparked my interest in the last couple of months, and that is the law of attraction. Have any of you guys heard of that or studied that? It's so interesting to me. So in a nutshell, the law of attraction is basically putting out to the universe what you want to get back in return, and also being able to ask the universe for it or ask God for it. It's kind of like if you ask for it and you believe it, you're going to receive it. It's so awesome. You know, for example, if you want the job of your dreams, the, you know, man or woman of your dreams, if you constantly ask the universe for it, that's really important. You know, say it out loud. Say, I want the man of my dreams, and, you know, or I want the career of my dreams, or anything you want, you know, that brand new car you've always wanted, or the spirituality and the balance that you've always wanted. Ask the universe for it. And ask God for it, because chances are, you know, the universe cannot read your mind. And so whenever you put out to the world what you're wanting, it's so much easier for the doors to be opened up for you so you can actually manifest it in your life. So I really wanted to talk about the law of attraction because I encourage you guys to continually try it in your lives on a daily basis, you know, because it really is true that you can manifest exactly what you want in your life, and nothing is out of reach. And sometimes, you know, I'm guilty of this too. I get lost in the mindset that some things are just out of your reach, and, you know, they're really, really hard to attain. But when I start thinking and reading about the law of attraction, it makes me really, really step back from that and think, wait, no, that's ridiculous. I should be, asking the universe for what I want and also putting into motion with my own actions the steps that's going to lead me to those dreams and those goals. So I really wanted to talk about that because the law of attraction really works in my opinion, and I've had a few examples of that in my own life, and I'm constantly working on it, and asking, believing, and receiving, right? Anyway, so the next and last thing I want to talk about is the GI tract. And you're probably thinking, okay, Victoria, you're about to talk about another one of your crazy weird topics. But no, if you know anything about raw foods, then chances are you know a little bit about how important a healthy GI tract is to everything else in your life. Because when you are backed up here, which is the middle of your tree, right? If the human body is a tree, the GI tract is the center of it, and everything else stems off from this. So if you have an unhealthy GI tract, doesn't it make sense that it's going to affect so many other things in not only your physical body, but also your, mental body and your emotional body? So I am always talking about the GI tract because it's so paramount that we're not only not constipated in any way, shape, or form, but also we're constantly intaking foods like fruits and vegetables that have living fiber that act as, pullers. So you eat them and they go down the GI tract and they pull toxins and they flush the system of things that it doesn't want in there, fermenting, putrefying, etc. So when you're backed up in the GI tract, it can give you things like skin problems. So for me, probably from birth to about, even still now, I'm dealing with skin problems, even through years of eating raw foods and detoxifying. I was so backed up lymphatically, also in my GI tract. I'm sure my liver was backed up, my kidneys were taxed. I was so backed up that I'm still having skin problems. And that tells me how chronic my situation was. So just a little bit about that. Back whenever I was in high school, I went to the dermatologist. I was put on antibiotics that didn't work, that just compounded the problem, killed my healthy bacteria in my gut, and made my internal environment a wreck. So of course my skin still didn't clear up because I never got to the root cause of the problem, which is I was constantly eating garbage, not exercising, and I was just a mess. So yeah, I got on antibiotics, it didn't work, and my dermatologist wanted me to get on Accutane. And even back then, I had a guardian angel right here who said, Victoria, don't take that. Any drug that you have to get a blood test for monthly, and you have to get on birth control because the birth defects from taking such drug and having a kid are crazy. Even then I knew that was really, really ridiculous, and I knew it wasn't the answer for me. So I'm so glad that I didn't take Accutane, but I know a lot of people who have, and that's because they were having the same problems I was having. They were backed up, probably since birth. They were eating garbage foods. They were having some of the same issues as I have, of course. So if you've taken Accutane or any type of prescription drug, I would really, really encourage you to get on the detoxification lifestyle. Because if you don't do anything or you don't change anything in your life in terms of health, do you think that your health is ever going to get better? If you were having skin problems back when you were a teen or 20, so that means that you were already backed up. Do you think that it's going to get better over time or worse? Okay, so even if you think that you're, quote, healthy right now, and you have had problems in the past with your body, it's only going to get worse. And I know that sounds, negative and a little bit hard to hear, but it's just true in my opinion. And it's so easy to get healthy, so it's like, why not do it, Fruits and vegetables, organic fruits and vegetables, can heal the body so much in a pretty quick amount of time. Now, hardcore detoxification where you really get to the deeper tissues and you're really peeling back the onion and cleaning out your body, yes, that can absolutely take years. But if you're just having minor issues right now, like skin problems, colds and flus, you're constantly getting sick, or you're constipated, you're overweight, anything like that, that in my opinion is minor, although it's not, because that's just an indication that you're already having health problems. So yeah, the fruits and vegetables can help you in that area pretty quick. But also, if you have like a major dis-ease, like the C word, cancer, fruits and vegetables, although it might take longer to detox because you're obviously in chronic stages of toxicity and acidity, it's gonna take longer, but oh gosh, they're so healing and they're so magical. So yeah, back to the GI tract. If you're constipated in any way, then all it takes is you simply changing your diet and starting to eat more fruits and vegetables, because they're gonna clean you out. They're gonna get rid of the putrefying waste matter in your colon that's just sitting there crustifying, if that's a word, and making you sick over time. So it's so funny. There's a whole industry dedicated to being constipated. You know, we have laxatives, things like Metamucil and stuff like that. And it's so funny. It's like people don't think about eating fruits and vegetables. They think, oh, I need to go to a Walgreens and get a laxative. It's just so crazy, you guys. Laxatives are so horrible for the body. And why not just go eat an apple? You know what I mean? So having a healthy GI tract is so important, but it's also really, really easy to get to. And I want to read you a quote from Johanna Brandt, and it kind of ties into what I'm talking about with the GI tract. So she says, the raw foods digest more easily than the cooked and pass through the system far more rapidly. The result is that they have no time to decompose in the eliminatory canal, the GI tract. There is no undue fermentation and no fear of toxic poisoning. So here you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Even in the 20s, you know, she knew, and lots of people knew, that if you have anything in your GI tract, it's gonna poison you. And healthy intestines and a healthy stomach is paramount to the health of everything else in your body. So I would really, really encourage you to, of course, start eating more raw fruits and vegetables, but really, really pay attention to the health of your GI tract. Are you bloated all the time because your intestines are so backed up that it's making you have a bloated stomach? You guys, you want to have a really, really flat stomach at all times. You want to be able to look down and see your feet, you know? You don't want to have a gut this far reaching out, because that just means that you are so backed up, and it's only going to give you problems in the long run if it hasn't already. So I really, really wanted to talk about the GI tract, and I know that it's kind of gross to talk about sometimes, but you guys, that's life. And if you don't cultivate these habits to get you to health, you're never going to get there, because you guys, we don't learn this stuff in schools, unfortunately. We don't learn this from our doctors, you know, they're not teaching us about detoxification. Wish they were, but they're not. So we have to educate ourselves in this, and no one is going to bring you health but you. You have to want it yourself. You have to do the habits that get you there. But don't think of attaining health as some sort of a chore, or that you're gonna have to limit yourself and not eat all these foods that you love. You can't think about it in that negative mindset, because it all goes back to, you know, what you focus on grows. So let's say you're trying to do this raw food thing and you're gonna try giving up bread. So if you're trying to give up bread, don't constantly think, oh gosh, this is so horrible, I want bread, I'm dreaming of bread. Man, it stinks that I can't eat any bread right now. No, that's negative. Think, wow, you know, I do love bread, but it's gonna be so wonderful for me to give it up. It's gonna help my physical body. I'm gonna feel better and more vibrant, you know, etc., etc. Think about it in a positive way rather than a negative way. And you will see differences in your life when you think positive. I know I have. So thank you so much for watching this video. I had some random topics all throughout, but I hope you guys liked it. And I will continue making videos because why not? Why not give more life-changing information out into this world, because hopefully my videos help at least one person. I hope so anyway. So again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye!